In the last 3 months, besieged by morning sickness, she had gained 10 pounds. Though the baby itself was smaller than her thumb, she had to eat all the time, dry, salty food to keep the nausea under control. She wandered to the corner, seeking shade. The neighborhood was exactly right. She loved the way the streets curved. She loved the cul-de-sacs and the big trees. The gardens all flashed with pink and white as the last dogwood flowers withered in June's green heat. She loved the big lawns prettified with gazebos, fountains, swings, wishing wells. A flock of little boys on skateboards flurried through the next intersection. Their voices hung in the air behind them like a flight of bells. She could live here forever, in the right house. Forester Lane curved counterclockwise, an arc of lawns and trees. She poured the pistachio shells back into the bag and walked along the sidewalk. It was broken in places, shattered from below by the heaving roots of oaks and maples. She liked that. It showed that the people who lived here valued trees more than concrete. Here was shade, under the biggest maple she had ever seen, effortlessly shielding 2 houses at once. She looked up suddenly, her eye drawn to some motion not quite seen, and there was the house. She looked at it and her heart turned, like a key in a lock. Her house. A Cape Cod, dusty rose, its face naked and bruised. The shutters were piled on the porch. A sheet of plywood sealed the upper right dormer window. Tire tracks rutted the lawn, and a blue dumpster stood crooked on the grass, filled with rolls of brown carpet and green foam pad. A rust-stained clawfoot bathtub lay upside down on the porch. Eric came up behind her and touched her arm to pull her away. "Look," she said. It spoke to her. Its brokenness and emptiness called her, and the discarded carpet was a mark of hope. This house had been someone's home. It had suffered and been damaged, and it was ready to be a home again. "Look, this is our house," Lacey said. "It's a mess." "You're not looking." She pointed to the house on the left. Also a Cape Cod, it gleamed immaculate in the shadow of the big maple. Its siding was a yellowed cream, the shade of egg custard, and the shutters were golden caramel. 3 white rockers sat at friendly angles on the porch, under hanging ferns. Someone had mowed the lawn in perfect herringbones. "They're just the same. It could look like that if we took care of it." She couldn't turn her back on this house. There was something in its expression, the angle of the dormers, so quizzical and innocent and appealing. It needed her. "It's just so cute." "Cute? Be serious. The down payment, it's all the money we have." The porch steps were broken. Lacey got her left knee onto the porch and hauled herself up, ignoring Eric's protests. The front door, scraped of its paint, swung open to her hand, and she walked in. The entrance was surprisingly wide. To the left, an open arch led to the formal living room. 2 big windows and a gray marble fireplace. The floor was bare wood, with a sander standing in the middle. Lacey was glad the carpets were gone. They must have been horrible. To the right, another open arch and a smaller room, with the same big windows. A roll of carpet stood in one corner, its underside stained in broad circles of brown and black. Straight ahead was the bright heart of the house, a staircase beautiful even under its mud-colored Berber. A porthole window, a quartered circle, shed yellow western light down into Lacey's eyes. The last 6 steps broadened and curved out and back, with the lowest step describing a complete circle around the banister post. Lacey could see her someday children there. They would sit on that round step in the sunshine. She saw a boy folding paper airplanes, which he meant to throw from a bedroom window. She saw